Today we are going to discuss free programs that every PC should have. Whether you're using a desktop PC or a laptop, you need to have these programs. Note, this video is not sponsored by any company. The first on the list is CPUID Hardware Monitor. What this program does is that it monitors all the hardware, the major hardware components on your laptop. For example, the RAM, the processor, the motherboard, and some major components of your PC. It gives you reports on the temperature at a particular point in time. It scans the sensors on your PC and give you feedback on them. It reports CPU temperature, it reports motherboard temperature, it reports the temperature of RAM, and it reports the SSD temperature. So this is to inform you on what to do next. So let's get to the screen to see some other functions of this software. You can see some information about the CPU ID hardware monitor. Okay, so here you can see the design here. You say HW, that stands for hardware monitor. That means it monitors the voltages, it gives a report on the temperature and fan speed of your device. Okay, then you can see it works on Windows. These are logos of Windows. Okay, times 86 and times 64 and Windows and 64. Okay, the first point here is that monitoring of software. Okay, so it is a monitoring software. Okay, that's what it's trying to, the point I'm trying to make here. Two, it scans PC sensors. So it scans all the sensors on your PC and give you a report, okay, in terms of temperature and other important information about it. Three is that it provides feedback on the sensors. So when it scans them, it provides report for you to know what to do next. If there are some faulty ones, you get reports on that and know how to fix them. Okay. Number four, it says report CPU temperature. Yes, CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. So it reports the CPU temperature for you to know whether it is going too high or it's going too low or it is at the normal stage. Then motherboard temperature, it reports motherboard temperature as well, SSD temperature. If your PC runs SSD, it reports the temperature. If it's a hard disk, it reports the temperature as well. And lastly is RAM temperature. Okay, so without wasting of much time, let's just get to our browser and see how we can get this software and then see how it works practically. So I'll minimize this. Let me use my Chrome browser to access it. In this search area, type CPUID monitor. Okay, so it's here CPUID hardware monitor. So I'll search for it. Okay, it shows up in the search result here. So let's open this first option here. Okay, so this is what we need. And we need to install it here on our PC. You can see the summary here. The program handles CPU and GPU level hardware monitoring, LPSIO chips with monitoring features, memory models, and with thermal sensors, SSD, hard disk, VI smart, batteries, and more. Okay, so that's the summary of what I have in my design. All right, so because we want it to be stored in English language, just click on this option. This site runs ads. I think that's how they keep the program running and maintaining it, though they still accept donations. So that's why when you click on some parts of the site, it brings up some adverts. Just like you want to install it now and shows up this advertisement. So close it. So I'll click on close. So you can see here it says download now. Okay, so click on download now button. The program is already downloaded on our PC. So let's go and run it. Okay. Click on the file explorer of your computer and then click on downloads. Okay, look at the program here. So double click on it, allow it to make changes to your PC and go on with installation. All right. Okay, now that I'm done installing this on my PC, let's now open it. Okay. So for you to open it, double click on it from your own end. Okay. So you can see the interface here. Here we have some tabs. We have file, we have view, we have tools, we have help. Okay, the names are self-explanatory, but let's just get forward to into what we want to see. You can see here it details the name of my PC, Tech Herb. All right, that's the name of this PC that I'm using, this laptop. You can see temperature here. On that value, you can see 73 degrees Celsius. Okay, then that is for TZS0, and this one is TZS1. It's reading as 51 degrees Celsius. Okay, the minimum is 62 degrees Celsius, and likewise this 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, maximum is 73 degrees Celsius, and here is 51.0 degrees Celsius. Okay, under utilization, you can see system memory, the capacity, or let's say the amount that is in use. Okay, then you can see Intel Core i5, so it detects the processor of this PC as well. Here are the voltages we talked about. All right, so you can see V mass 1.0, it changes with time. Okay, depending on the kind of the amount of background work it does, so it switches, it goes up, it goes down, so it's not something that is stable. All right, so under temperature, you can see another temperature here, then you can see how it is reading here. So you have different clocks here, then P core 0, P core 1, and the rest of it. So it scans through your PC and then gives you reports on the CPU, the RAM, and the processor, okay, and other important components of your PC. Okay, so let me just drag this up to see if we can see other information here. Okay, good. You can see now here it indicates battery. You can see the battery icon here. So it's telling us that current voltage is 30.043. It changes, okay? It's not something that is stable. It fluctuates. Okay, this one is 12.790 for the minimum, and this is the mass. Okay, so the levels here, you can see currently the charge level. Here the battery is fully charged at 100%. So that's why you have the value 100 percent, and then minimum 100% and maximum 100% as well. Okay, here. So everything is charged. The battery currently is on a power source, so it's not dropping anytime soon. Okay, so that is that for the first software. So let's get into the second software that you need. Another software you still need on your PC that is free to use and free to get is the one named OCBase OCCT. It tests the stress on your computer. Okay, you can also use it for benchmarking. It can also test the 3D quality of your device. So let's get to the screen and see highlights on what this can do for you. Okay, so you can see some points I highlight on this software, the OC-based OCCT software. Okay, one, I says that it runs CPU test. Okay, it tests your central processing unit. Okay, so if you want to test if your central processing unit of your PC is healthy enough, this program does that for you. Two, it is a stress test software. I've said that before. It tests the amount of stress on your machine. Then 3D test, I've highlighted that. Then GPU test, that is graphic processing unit. Okay, so this does extra to what the first software can do. The number five is monitoring. Okay, so it gives you information about your PC. So if you are looking for how to get basic information about your PC, the type of processor, the SSD, and so many other basic informations, the RAM, it gives you all this information. Then the next point is benchmark. Okay, that is latency and bandwidth. So let's see how we can get this through our browser. Search for OCBase OCCT. See it here. Then you can see it has shown up in the search results. Click on it. That is the first result here. Okay, you can see what we have here. We already placed on the downloads menu item. And here it says big breakthrough CPU compute, innovative and powerful stress test for computer GPU, GPUs. So let's look for how we can download this. So at the bottom of this page, just click on download. And you can see stable edition for OCCT personal, which is what we'll be using here. We are not going for personal X, please. So the dates it was released was on 2024 033 26. Okay, so click on this download icon. So hold on for the download to be completed. And once it's completed, it is saved in the downloads folder of your machine. Okay, so the program is done downloading. So let's access it. So click on the File Explorer, then click the Downloads folder. See the program here. So I will double click on it. So double click on it from your own end, okay? When prompted whether you should allow changes on the screen of your PC, just click the Yes button. Hold on, it is loading. The program has opened. So you can see it's already reported the you can see here is reporting the temperature 77 degrees Celsius. It's changing. This is 0.7 something volts. It changes. This is 13 watts and this is 34.8 degrees. So when you take your cursor here, it will tell you the temperature of the component at that point in time. So here now where my cursor is, it's talking about the Intel Core i5, which is my processor. Total CPU usage 18.5 is changing, okay, depending on the applications that are running at the background at that point in time. So here you can see 361 megahertz, it changes, okay, the frequency on the PC. All right, likewise all these ones, the usage and the rest, okay, come to this section, you can see the fluctuation. All right, so here you can see we're already on the benchmark tab. All right, so maybe you want to see stability, you want to test for stability, click on this tab. All right, so you can see some options you can select. You can test for CPU, you can take for link pack, you can take for memory, and so many others. Okay, so stability certificate, you can click here to see some information. Benchmark is the default. Okay, so if for example now as we're on the benchmark now, we want to check this PC to know if there is any fraud in the CPU or the processor or the any other components of it. So what we need, as we have selected this, we can say, okay, let's go for CPU and run our CPU test. Then as we have clicked there, then click on start. You can see this will show up. Click on start again. All right. Okay, so this is giving us some report about this CPU of this PC at this point. You can see how it is fluctuating, it's going up and down by the side here. So when you move towards this slider, you see more information. Okay, so if you take your cursor here, you can see more in detail what this information is all about. You can see it's telling us that this has been checked for 29 seconds. It's going up. The schedule is complete. Okay, now it's telling us now that the text schedule is completed and there is no error detected in the CPU. Okay, so let's go back. So click on go back. So if you want to test another component, maybe memory, you select memory and click on start. All right. So but here, let's go to system information and see what we have there. If you want to do monitoring here, click on here and then select the component you want to monitor. But please, let's go to system information because of time. So click on system information. You can see now this has given us some information about this the laptop I'm using right now. It says Intel Core i5, Intel Core i5. Remember, this tutorial is not sponsored. Okay, so this is something that will help you to know more about your computer. Then full name, 12th generation Intel R Core TM i5 1235U. Okay, code name is this. Physical cores 10, logical cores 12, technology Intel 7, stepping R0. Okay, so you see a lot of information about your PC. This is so good, it's so nice, and it's a software I feel you need. All right, so let's get to the next software you need for your PC. The next free program that every PC needs to have, which is as important of the two we have already discussed, is OneDrive. OneDrive is a cloud storage service that you can use to back up your file. Okay, so maybe you have maybe your national ID, international passport, your birth certificate, driver's license, educational certificate, insurance paper, or any other document or picture or video that is important to you that you need to back up extra mile. It is OneDrive that will help you or Google Drive. But here, let's focus on OneDrive, okay? So it's a cloud storage service. For you to access OneDrive, it can be on your PC if you're already running Windows 11, okay? It comes pre-installed in Windows 11 and Windows 10, but you can still access it on the web. So let's open our web browser. So here I'll be using Microsoft Edge. As your browser opens, visit onedrive.com. I'm logged in automatically because I save my login details here. But if you don't have it, please create an account and then log in. Okay, so you can see some file folders I've already created here, and some files are contained inside of them. But from here, you can decide to start adding up some files. Take for example, there is a picture that is important to me that I want to have on this cloud storage. All I need to do is to click on add and then select files upload. If it's a folder that have some documents already in your PC that you want to upload, you go with this. Okay, so the basic thing is that once you upload file here, you can access it on the go anywhere you find yourself. You just need to log in and then get your file and use it for what you want to use. Okay, so whether your PC damaged tomorrow, you can still access your file. So let's just go with files upload. Okay, so this opens the file explorer of my PC. So let's say I have a document here. So I'll click in the documents folder and then get to one of the documents I have here. So let's say this one I call database one. Okay, database one. That's what I want to upload. I'll click on that and then select open. This file is uploading. It's now uploaded. So let's get to where it is on this account. Okay, so look at it here. So that is the database one. Okay, so anytime I need it, I can log into my OneDrive account and then access it. So you need OneDrive. You are being assigned 5 GB storage space. Okay, so you don't need to buy this one. It's enough for you to save your important files. All right, so that is what it does. And I have a video on how to use OneDrive on laptop as well as on iPhone. So I will leave the link to that video in the description. So go and watch it in full to get everything on how to use it. Okay. Another free program you need on your PC as a PC user is what I call productivity software. Productivity software includes Google Docs and Google Sheets. Microsoft Word and Excel are still part of that, but I wouldn't talk about that because it's no longer free. For you to use updated version of Microsoft Word and Excel this day, you need to pay. So, but Google Docs and Google Sheets do the same job, so you can access them freely on the web. And for you to access it, open your web browser, then visit docs.google.com. Okay, so look at the link docs.google.com search. So you'll be landed on an interface that looks like this. So click on black documents and start creating your document. And as you create this document, the document is automatically saved on Google Drive. Okay, so that is the cloud storage service of Google. So anytime you want to access the file, you can access it on the go. All right, for you to access Google Sheets, visit sheets.google.com. Okay, see the link here. So you may like to perform some spreadsheet task. This sheets.google.com can help you to do that. So select blank document and then create what you want to create. Have your charts, have your graph, everything inside, have your data analysis inside. Okay, so it does a lot of job for you, just like Microsoft Excel. I have some videos on this channel about how to use this software as well. So I'll link them in the description as well for you to go and watch them. So this software discussed will help you. And every PC user, every laptop user, every desktop user that runs Windows need to have them. As a PC user, let me know that software you use freely on your machine that you feel every PC user out there need to get and install on their PC. Please leave it in the comment section. If this video is helpful, please hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel to learn more about technology. You can watch this. See you next time.